Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, affectionately referred to as Stark Vegas, where earplugs are highly recommended because the cowbells will be ringing. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on another team from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Bulldogs offense will have plenty of work to do after that return was bottled up. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Pollard.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Mississippi State going up-tempo.
And how about that start for the offense in this game? You could not ask for a better play. They come out firing, going down the field. They get a huge completion. What a way to begin this football contest.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there. Get this offense humming.
Power football with the run. They get him on the ground with this running game imposing its will. 6-yard gain down to the 17. Shakes off the tackle. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Bulldogs with the 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the tailback. Relying on that running game inside the red zone. He picked up 3 to the 11. They'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drop. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked. They kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. The coach has to be happy.
The Crimson Tide offense comes out, and now they'll go on the attack. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
He unleashes a long one. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly. They've had receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Give to the back. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? But if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
This guy's in the Heisman picture because his stats are just ridiculous, and he threw for over 300 yards last game out. He's putting up another monster game here today, guys.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can...
Touchdown! The quarterback sneak pays off as he gets it across the goal line.
Well, 2nd and goal that time, and instead of turning around and giving it to Mr. Dependable, you just let your quarterback do it himself. Up front, everybody's got to get low. It's low man wins. They're able to get a surge, and the quarterback plows in for the touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They go 83 yards on the drive. And they finish the deal with the quarterback sneak. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them.
It's a fumble. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? Mississippi State right back to the line. Leaves it with the back. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. The offense lining up for a first down play.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
And you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
You know, the problem with calling option is that you can't limit the hits on your quarterback, and he got absolutely leveled by the defender on that one. Now you got to wonder how many more times this coordinator wants to call that play.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
On the move, he fires. Wide open downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
And I really like when offenses attack over the middle of the field. Between the linebackers and the safeties, there's usually a soft area that you can usually have some success. And really nice job by this offense taking advantage of those areas.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these decks.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldog. The 18 unit on the field.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing.
He tries to take the top off. And he's got it inside the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown Tide.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Bounced off his feet.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back in the coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
Bully ball on third and short. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Slips through the line. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Throws toward the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, he's going to catch the football, and he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to...
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
On 1st down, here comes this offense. From the shotgun, the inside give. Across the 25, he's got room. And he's got enough for the 1st down, and it'll be at the 35. Mississippi State going up-tempo.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Holds and fires complete to the right. They get him down after he makes the catch. Line getting set on 2nd down. The play-action fake. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. He'll set up to throw. Going downfield for the big play. And he reels it in inside the 30. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you... Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. An attitude run as he's dragged down after a pickup of 6 down to the 14. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass, it's Pope. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots and they're being aggressive, throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the 1st half. On that last one, he was looking for number 3.
Makes his connection. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He'll keep it himself. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama!
What a day. His 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Mississippi State, 17. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This should be the last play of the quarter. Off play action on 1st down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
5 yards on the play. Second down coming up.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you.
35. Mississippi State. 17.
Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They need something that goes forward this time on second and long from the 14. Just a short pass to the tight end. Smashes through the tackle. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Mississippi State right back to the line.
Brings up second down.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. From the gun on third down. Fires to the middle. He makes a catch. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his progression.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Tackled immediately after the catch. They'll snap it from the 48 on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback extends the play. Kept it and he's past the marker. And he scoops his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Steps away. At the 20, he's got space. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The corners are walked up tight. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Silva. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead. They still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half when you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they can't make the connection going for a big play on first down.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he's got it inside the 25. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd zone. Touchdown, Alabama! That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter. I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
To the ground with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Got enough for the first down. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Mississippi State going up-tempo. They'll run play action. And he can't escape, and down he goes. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Paynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quentin Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite-level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge.
Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation of time. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyway,
and that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
That is exactly what this defense needed. They have not had a great first half, giving up a bunch of touchdowns, but this might get them started. This might get the energy going and maybe rattle the quarterback a little bit with that sack.
It's complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
They've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. This is a real chance to sort of settle things down, maybe generate a little momentum if you can put together a touchdown drive here.
That would be a great opportunity to make a statement and get back in this thing. I mean, it hasn't gone your way.
Racing to the right. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Toledo is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Bruce Gradkowski should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by just 4 to Western Michigan. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Pope. Going up top. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. Touchdown tie. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score Alabama 49, Mississippi State 38.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. A quick strike touchdown up top. The last time they had it, Jesse, they'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, he's going to let it go. And it's caught at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Mississippi State 38.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more fit?
Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. And the Bulldogs want to crank the tempo.
Well, we talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end.
Right, today for tour 1 is not considered a holiday.
And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Okay, did they need somebody to steal?
For this quarterback here, 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They torched this defense with
Sean
an
wants you to stay for all you
explosive
did.
passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right
Because
back at him.
technically tonight is
Finds his
tour
target
one,
down the middle.
so there's no reason why
Man,
you
I
shouldn't
love
be able to
when
stay.
you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell
Yeah.
he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to
They
throw this thing in
holiday
there.
they
quick,
holiday
fast,
was
and hurry.
yesterday.
Nice job by the quarterback.
He bullies his
don't
way
know
all
what's the
the way
problem,
down to
but-
the 5-yard line.
Wow, the running back
Oh,
there
it was
showing you
great,
his
man.
skill
Yeah,
set.
can't
He's able to
complain. We had
rip
a
off that
nice
one
time.
for a first down.
Went out and
Alabama
went
comes to the
ate a
line
little
with
dinner
a first
earlier.
and goal.
Actually, I went to
Quarterback now
Roadhouse.
breaking the field. Touchdown!
Had me a free steak dinner
And
earlier.
they take it in for 6
Maintain.
more points.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know
Really?
why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his
I can't
fourth
do it.
trip to pay
I'm telling my old lady,
This dude
I'm gonna
has
go
shown
get
you a
one
little
meal
bit of
and that's
everything.
it.
What a great
That's the
back.
only thing I
And
ate today.
4 touchdowns on the day.
Mississippi State.
Yeah, I got a lot tomorrow because
And
excuse
they
me, because
desperately wanted to attempt to return, but
what's her name? Changed her
decided
day.
not to.
Curry.
Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field.
yeah, definitely.
No reason to be in a
That's
big
okay.
rush. They have some time
All right,
here late in
we'll
the
do.
half.
All right.
He'll do it himself. At the 35, he's loose. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Comes out throwing on first down. He'll pull it down and run. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. Looking to throw on second down. Moving away from pressure. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Mississippi State right back to the line. Third down play from the gun. Unleashes one. And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Lofts one deep down the right side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this.
Looking for a huge play. And he makes the catch inside the 20. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
If you're going to be a quarterback in the Heisman race, you've got to win games and you got to put up big numbers, and that's exactly what this guy has done all season long. Top 10 in the nation in passing yardage, and he's the biggest reason why they've been winning.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Touchdown, Alabama! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Number 10 in the end zone.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
70. Mississippi State 38.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out.
Oh, look out! And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38.
Oh, I missed that.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Oh, that's some bullshit. That's some bullshit there, boy.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum.
Unloads it downfield. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To the air, it's Pope. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown Tide.
Well, this guy certainly, from a statistical standpoint, has done everything to deserve a trip to New York City. He has been a big playmaker week in, week out for this offense. Get this, that last touchdown was his 20th touchdown catch of the season. This guy has been unstoppable.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. James Madison needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Harrisonburg behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Marshall. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Makes the grab down the left side. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. He's going to pass. He just gets rid of it to the running back underneath.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does the linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And that pass picked off. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today.
Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Oh, spin move. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the punishment has been extended. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And that is a big hit. And that's a hit that I'm going, listen, if I'm the OC, I'm the head coach, I don't want to take many of those. I want to run the RPOs and I want to run my quarterback. But, Palmer, I got to understand the difference between the critical situations when I want him to take hits and the other times when I want him to take a slide.
Yeah, you got to live to play another day. If you're this quarterback right now, you know this defense, their eyes are lighting up every time they see you take off and run. They know they're going to get those opportunities to try to put you down. You've got to slide. You've got to try to get out of bounds. You've got to really try to save yourself because this team needs you if they're going to win the game.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll field the punt and take it back. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Here comes that Alabama offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll try the run. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He now has 80 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Looking for a man. It's Pope. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality.
Fires into traffic. Intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
Give to the running back. Dances away from one. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. They'll ride the hot hand. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loses two. Second down coming up.
Offense gets set for second down. He'll pull it on the read. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Anytime you play this offense, the challenge is stopping this quarterback from running the ball. And you've already seen in this game, he's been able to break off a few runs and do some nice things. That time, though, the defense had his number and tackled him for a loss.
And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. Out of the gun, the inside give. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Now on the option. Now the toss. At the 35, he's got room. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution.
Yeah, and listen, this guy's had a good day. I know they're trailing and they need to put some drives together, but I also wouldn't abandon him because he's had such a monster day and he's been the bright spot so far for this offense.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call is on. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Right back to him on the ground. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Using his legs, it's Conrad. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's going to pass on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
Mississippi State, 48.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Might as well give it to him again.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quick pass on the fly motion. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because
a shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh no.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Bama! And the route is on.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, on offense, you have got to love the way your offensive line is playing in this game. They're getting tremendous movement up front. They're climbing into second level and really giving these backs and ball carriers a lot of room to run all game long.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
And that's a mistake you don't expect to see from a senior, and he is lucky to get it back.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Dances away to buy time. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Here comes that Alabama offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
There to make the stop, and we played 3 in this one. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the run. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
This is exactly why 3rd down is practiced every single day. 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on 3rd down.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run is coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the ground game. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A 3rd and long coming up here. Buying some time. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Alabama! And the beatdown has ensued. They put another one on the board here in the 4th quarter. And how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Quarterback moving. He's going to run it. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a 2nd and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision.
Afterburners coming. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Using his feet to buy time. Just slithered through the tackle and he's got room to run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Never a doubt.
I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. And the returner goes down. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Turns it on in midfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Yeah, and this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
The defense's head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now, 1st and 10 from the 22. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. From the gun, give on the inside. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent.